Ever wonder what could have been? In the vast galaxy of Star Wars, countless stories remain untold. But sometimes a particularly intriguing idea gets snuffed out before it even has a chance to shine. This is the story of a Ben Solo movie pitched by Adam Driver himself, and why Disney ultimately said no. Um, Adam Driver, known for his captivating portrayal of Kylo Ren, wasn't ready to leave the Star Wars universe behind Cat. He envisioned a character-driven story focusing on Ben Solo, a path to redemption explored with a unique artistic vision. He didn't pitch it alone. He teamed up with acclaimed director Steven Soderbergh, um, a filmmaker known for his diverse and critically praised work. Together, they crafted a pitch titled The Hunt for Ben Solo, a story they described as handmade and reminiscent of The Empire Strikes Back. Uh, it wasn't just a concept, it was a script that both men were incredibly passionate about. They presented it to Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy, who was immediately enthusiastic. Kennedy championed the idea, recognizing the potential of a fresh, character-focused Star Wars story. Quote, this, however, the pitch ultimately landed on the desk of Disney CEO Bob Iger and Alan Bergman, and that's where things took a surprising turn. Um,
They simply didn't believe Ben Solo could be brought back, a decision that left many fans baffled.
It's ironic considering the franchise famously resurrected Palpatine in The Rise of Skywalker with little explanation. Uh, if a seemingly impossible return could be justified for the Emperor, uh, why not for Ben Solo? The Force has always allowed for the unexpected, and a dyad in the Force could have easily provided a narrative bridge. um, Star Wars has a history of bringing characters back from the brink, and Darth Maul survived being bisected, and Boba Fett famously crawled out of the Sarlacc pit. Even Jeff Bridges' character was resurrected in Tron Ares. Yet, Ben Solo was deemed unreturnable. The logic seemed inconsistent, and fans were left scratching their heads. Um, the rejection of this project highlights a troubling trend within Disney. Um, while the acquisition of Lucasfilm promised a new era of creative freedom, the studio seems increasingly hesitant to take risks. They're opting for safe bets like sequels and spin-offs of existing properties rather than embracing bold original ideas. Uh, um, the situation is even more frustrating, as well as I think when considering the talent involved. Uh, Soderbergh is a four-time Oscar nominee and a Palme d'Or winner. He's a filmmaker who consistently delivers compelling and thought-provoking stories. To pass on a Star Wars project with his involvement feels like a missed opportunity. This isn't an isolated incident. Steven Spielberg recently expressed interest in directing a Call of Duty movie, but Activision also turned him down. It seems studios are increasingly reluctant to trust acclaimed directors with their valuable franchises, preferring to stick with proven formulas. Uh, and there's a growing need for studios to embrace a bit more risk, right? Where uh, allowing talented filmmakers like Soderbergh, Paul Thomas Anderson, or even Spielberg to put their stamp on these franchises could inject new life into them and attract a wider audience, making fortune favors the bold. And sometimes the most rewarding stories come from taking a chance too. So what happened to the hunt for Ben Solo? I it remains a tantalizing what if in the Star Wars universe. A compelling story, a talented director, and a passionate actor, all turned away by a studio seemingly afraid to take a risk. And honestly, it's a little sad. Speaking of sad, did you hear about the Jedi who went to the library? Um, he lost his patience. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.